Hey folks, I'm Sir Vainglory and welcome to part 54 of Napoleon's European campaign, Napoleon Total War. So as you can see, Klausenburg and Lemberg are both in French hands now, so the Austrians have been eliminated completely. Prussians still exist, but we'll get to them soon, but our immediate adversary is going to be this Russian army here, under Fabian von Ostensacken. They've wandered foolishly close to Lemberg, where Massena's army is in decent enough shape to be able to go out and attack. The Russians are doing a lot of recruitment, as you can see, so we need to hit them before they can concentrate their forces. So we've got Napoleon in Klausenburg. He's going to head through into Moldova and Bessarabia. Massena will push on towards Kamenets-Podolsky. And then Davout up here will make the long-awaited attack on Königsberg and then push in towards Vilnius. We've also got somewhere around here. We've got Bernadotte, who's going to raise another army, consist of the militia down here, and we'll recruit once we can some cav. Some proper fusiliers and a few guns. Probably not going to make a full stack, maybe a half stack. And that army is just going to hunt down small Russian units as we come across them. And it can also potentially garrison some of the cities after we've taken them to allow the main armies to move on. Further back, we've still got Brun's army over here, heading back towards Paris. And I went through most of the cities and either disbanded the militia or sent them forward into this force over here. So anyway, let's get started. We've got Massena and come and attack these guys. Okay, so they've got these lancers. They are lots of lancers, foot infantry, couple of regiments of Opolcheny and 2 batteries of 6-pounders. 7,500 men in total. We've got 10,500. So let's go ahead and fight the battle. Interesting map. Lots of high ground and valleys. No sign of a city, I don't think. And not much in the way of trees either, it looks like. Oh, what's this? A warehouse. Put 500 men in there. And we've got a plateau here for our guns. Now, I don't think the Russians are going to come towards us. And I don't know that this plateau's in range. If we need to come forward... Yeah, this ridge here is a wee bit close for my liking, but... yeah, I don't know. What about here? Again, it's not great. So I think we might actually march up, make this ridge our artillery position, and get the infantry deployed along in front of it. Well, they've got some musketeers lining a wall down here. I expect they'll pull back. So I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll position the guns here. I'll move forward and see if we are actually in range if I sit on this ridge. If not, then we'll move further forward. But I'll go ahead, set up off camera, then I'll bring you guys back. Okay, ready to go. And I've decided to split up my artillery. You'll notice we've got 2 batteries of 6-pounders here. with just one brigade to the left and a couple of regiments of cav, because I thought if I do advance up on the right hand side, the Russians will probably pivot around in this direction, so the 6-pounders would end up in range of the Russian right flank. So they're going to just deploy on this slope here probably, and just sit there and wait for developments. And then in the centre we've got a brigade here with our skirmishers, just to protect this flank of the artillery, and then another 3 brigades that will form our main front line, and then the 8-pounders up here. As I said, we're just going to see if we can get into range on that slope. We've got 3 regiments of cav out in the flank to move forward and screen the advance of the guns. And then back here we've got a brigade which is a reserve brigade. That's its intention anyway, but it'll move up, secure that flank, and then another brigade in here for the centre in reserve, and one over on the left, which might go to the left if the Russians were to advance up there, or move in to support the centre. So I don't have as much in the way of reserves as I would normally have. I've got more in the front line, but let's get the battle started. And as I said, we'll move the guns forward just to here. In fact, let's move them individually. You're fine there. And bring the cav out to here. We'll keep an eye on the Russians and see what they do. If we have our guns up on that ridge, yeah, well, if they're on the ridge, they'll be shooting over the heads of our infantry anyway. And you up to about there-ish. You up. In fact, I want the infantry in the forest there, skirmishers over the other side of the road, and these guns just come forward to that forward slope, and this infantry sitting about there. They've got some cav coming forward. I think they're coming forward anyway. Let's get the reserve up into position as well. Don't want to leave that too long before we bring it up. So you come into about there, general move forward, and you come up and sit just behind the artillery for now. It does look like they're already pivoting over there, which means these guns probably aren't in range. Come forward, have a look. And the regiment that was it here? I think there was one manning that wall. It's pulled back as well. Yep, so they are out of range. That's fine. We know what our plan is anyway. Right, you limber up again. Bring this cav forward out to there. And this infantry will push up there for now. Lots of manoeuvring going on in our front there. Actually, I don't think I want you that far over. I would rather have you about here. Somewhere in there. Right, that'll do. Are they advancing? Cav certainly seems to have come forward. You get into action as soon as you can. Militia, let's have you pull back a bit. I don't want you shooting. I'll take you off there. And let's see how we get on here. So they have pulled back. There's nothing happening over in that other flank, so we can watch this for a bit. Could you come up here while I think about it? Hopefully they'll break before they are able to charge in. Let's get you into square now. There they go. Good stuff. Okay, they've not taken too many casualties. It's a good sign that they've broken so quickly. Right, so you can head off up there. We'll move this regiment up to here. And if they're going to head over... No, they're not. They're coming this direction. And they get into contact this time. Let's have you and you, don't shoot it well, I want you to focus on that cab over there now. Right, you get into square, just in case we get more cav coming back in here. Still nothing happening over there, lots of repositioning going on though. Could you come out square for now? I want to move you slightly. Like you, more like that. Third charge, third retreat. That'll do there. Right, let's get back over to this flank. The guns can start to move. I'll just move up to here for now. That reserve, let's bring that up because it's got further to march. Bring it up to here, roughly. And you forward. Actually, where do I want them? I think I'll maybe more like that. Oh, we've had another attack coming in here. These guys back there have been driven back. Go. Switch back to shot. Focus on them. Okay, moving to the infantry now and focus on this regiment. Nothing happening with the cav over here, that's good. And let's get my own cav to come up there. And the guns, you're going to head more to that side of the road. You'll be about there. Okay, 5 losses there, 13 in there, 13 there. You try and get to square. Fortunately they delayed and they've broken. Right, you can come out of square for sure. You do the same. We'll have our 6-pounders go back to shoot at will. Pick your targets. I don't see any more cav over there, so you get out of square as well. And it looks like we're going to have an engagement. Oh, I thought these guys were coming forward. Maybe they're not. Get ready to receive them anyway, just in case. And there you are. Let's have you head up to around there. Right, this brigade can advance down into that low ground. Actually, yes. Let's see if we can get you... No, stay up here. I want to make sure the guns can support you. What we could do instead is move this brigade up. In fact, can we go up to about here? The guns are focusing away over there, that's fine. These guns are still in the march. Yeah, let's get the skirmishers up in here. At the run, you're going to stand there and view. Head for about there. This reserve. Now have the reserve slightly to the left, just so it's closer to the artillery and can provide support if it's needed. This is good, the 6-pounders getting into action as I had hoped, because the way that the Russians pivoted their force. We've got some cav there. Let's move you slightly, still staying in that low ground in there. And this reserve, I'm just going to edge it over slightly so that it's ready to advance. This reserve should be advanced up to there, and we've got that one already on the move. Is that cav charging? It's not, it's just sitting there. Good stuff. You form up like that. Right, that'll do you there. You can form up slightly further right. Okay, you both get into square while I go over to the right flank. Get the guns here set up. Right. Make sure the actual guns are in the front slope. Hope to try and get the guns actually on the summit there. I think this regiment I would rather angled like that. You can go there. Okay, Cav there. I don't like where you are. Could you come further forward? To it there. You're fine. You deploy. You could be slightly further forward. I don't like you at all. Well, the enemy will come and stand up on that ridge there if they're going to engage us, I think. You deploy. Yeah, that should be okay. What we could actually do is maybe angle the line a bit more. Right, those guns are in action. Anything happen over here? They've begun to advance. And that cav that was here seems to have disappeared. Let's get our own cav to come up. There we go, in there. You can come up and scout around to the rear. And this brigade, you can begin pushing in on the flank here. You stay where you are. I was going to move them further forward, but they're okay in that position. And let's move you over here because they seem to be pushing in strength over in this flank, where I don't really have much of a reserve. Let's bring... just wanted you up here. There's a general way back there. Right. And you should really be on the move. Let's move you up here. And we can put you further over again. If I'd attack in here. Firm, lads. You get to square and deal with these guys. Good stuff here. Reserve back there. Okay. Right.
Our men are running,
Where?
sir.
Oh, the yeah, chasseurs. That's okay. Come back. Well, where did the... well, there's not much cav there. Yeah, leave this regiment as square. How are you doing? 100, you're down to half strength. Let's bring you forward. Right, just march up here. We'll pull this regiment back. And bring you forward. Let's make sure the guns here aren't shooting our own troops. Could you focus on that regiment that's retreating? You focus on the general. Let's get our cav involved. That's why they're there. Just melee. I was hoping we could get a charge into the flank there, but we can't, not from that position. Okay, they've run. You... In fact, one of you... See off that regiment there. You push in. Advance to there. You can... No, you stay in square just now. Just notice them. That's the cav gone. You come out square. It's going to pull you back. Move you into the front line. Okay, there. You charge them. You charge that up with Jenny. Guns. Shoot the square. Okay. This flank begin to wheel in now. It's a bit too thin. Reserve can move up. Dealing with them. You go and help them out. Advanced there. Okay. You begin going into the right. You and you start chasing them down. You can move forward. Cav standing, you're doing nothing. Could you attack the general? You as well.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Okay. You in there. Not that it matters now, I don't think. All the artillery is going to focus on that regiment. Here we go. Pick your targets.
Is soon to be yours.
Our artillery is not shooting at the regiment it's supposed to be shooting. Let's just limber them up. Limber. Okay, you come and attack these guys here. Okay. So I'm fairly happy with how that went. Let's see, where have we got some enemy that we can eliminate? Doesn't look like there's any. Continue for now.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Looks like everything's completely disintegrated. Quit the battle. So, we only lost 2,000 troops. That battle went almost exactly as I had planned. These Lancers took a lot more casualties than I had realised, probably from friendly fire. Artillery, they shouldn't have lost anybody. These Fusiliers, they were in the centre. Yeah. Right, Okay, but nothing that can't be replenished. Oh, come on. There was nothing left. Well, I guess we need to go ahead and fight them again. But I think I'll do that off camera. And just play out the rest of the... well, deal with it most of the rest of the turn. Let's get you in here. And yeah, everyone's researching something useful. So that's fine. The spies, have I moved to spies? I don't think I have. Right, so you... hello, you come forward. I was expecting a larger army there, but happy to see there isn't one. What do they have? Just 2 or 3 regiments? 4. And I should have more spies around. We're going to have these 2 down here. Let's shuffle you up slightly. You can do the same. You there. Come up here. Okay. You can't move any further. Already repairing that. Don't have the money to do anything anyway. Another spy in here who should be on the move. And these troops have moved their limit as well. Okay, that's fine. Our navy, such as it is, I think I've moved that already, haven't I? Yeah, let's head over to check out the trading ports. I expect they're occupied. We'll see. And over here, I came over to check out this port last time. I think the Danes have a fleet on there. This is red. I meant to come over and investigate that. Just to see what size of fleet they have there. Not with a merchantman. Let's send this frigate over to about here. Yeah, Danes are in there. Head up for Jib. Okay, yeah, so they have a very large fleet indeed. Can we see what it's... no. I wonder how many merchantmen are in there. Anyway, let's send you back. Rejoin the fleet. The fleet. And I think that's for this turn then. So I shall eliminate this army off camera, and then next time out we'll fight the battle up for Königsberg. I don't know how long I've been promising that for, but we'll get there. So for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and hope to see you again next time. Cheers.